So, if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and like and subscribe. It helps us out. It actually makes me happier when you do it. So, let's go take some that tape. Do it again. What's happening, everyone? My name is Phil with PrecisionLED, and welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate LED Tacoma build series. Now, today we're in our warehouse, and we are going to be installing everything for our rear end. Specifically, we are working on these turn signal tail light things. I've got a couple different samples that we're going to try out, as well as a truck bed lighting system with an on-off switch that'll illuminate at night. So let's take a look at some of the options we have here. In terms of tail lights, you have a couple different variations. You have these flexible rods, or these flexible LED strips with kind of directional arrows. And we'll turn this one on in a little bit so you can see. And I think this one is a full 60 inch. Maybe it's 48 inch. I have two different sizes, whatever. And then you have a more rigid, heavy duty version that has full aluminum encasings. So inflexible, but much more sturdy, and maybe better for off-road usage. I guess we'll find out. But look at that. That looks pretty major, and it has two mounting points on each side for you to metal tap and screw into the vehicle for installation. I've got my truck bed lighting system. Now these are two LED strips with a power switch that is going to get power from our distribution block in the engine bay. We're going to run some shielded cable from the battery or the distribution block all the way to the back and install this guy. Let's see what this looks like. More flexible LED strip, but this is just a single color only. One goes on your left side, another one goes on your right side. This is another tail light, and I guess I'm not actually sure what this one is. I think it's just a different style with different colors, maybe? We'll test them all. Anyway, let's turn this truck around and get in the rear. Let's take a little bit of a closer look at the wiring and how these are supposed to work. I think this one has an option for the backup reverse to come on as well in your lighting system. That's what this extra red wire is for, to hook up to your backup reverse light. So this one has it. This other set also has it. This one is a white wire, maybe the same purpose. Seems like it. Well, I'll make that assumption. And then these guys, the ones in the aluminum enclosure, also has an extra red wire. So I think they all do that. And if you look, you have your white strip for backup reverse. You have a yellow strip for your turn signal light, and then you have an orange, which is going to be like a more of a red color for your stop light. Honestly, I think these look the best, so I'm hoping these also install the best and look the best, because I'm going to want to keep this on the car. These are a little bit cheaper, right? Because they're obviously easier to ship, more flexible cable, so no metal cost. I think in a normal circumstance, I wouldn't prefer to use this actual connection. I would get into this harness here and splice this in, but we're testing, so I'm just gonna give it a shot. I just really want to see what it looks like, honestly. Where are the keys? Woo! What is that? That was cool. Okay, and it's sequential. That's nice. How can I trigger the backup reverse? That's pretty bright. Right?
Yeah, those are rad.
It looks good, right?
I was making fun of them before, but those are so rad.
Okay, let's test the turn signal.
Ignition needs to be on.
Okay, it's upside down. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I thought it would be dumb. Okay, what does the brake pedal look like? What does that do?
Just makes them brighter.
Does it look nice?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well that's option one. Probably should have started with the lowest cost option first, not the most expensive, but whatever. Let's try the medium cost option. This is the cheaper cousin to the one that we just tested. And it's the same LED strips, but in a single orientation. Oh yeah, okay. This is entirely too long. So pro tip, measure your tailgate space before you buy the products. Because I don't think you can cut these. They have a definitive end because they are sequential, so you can't just cut them. So the total size I have available is 56. And this is a, and then hold that. Yeah, this is a 60-incher. There is no space for me to cut into this plastic here. Just based on size, this one is out. So let's try the shorter of these two other ones. This one's so short.
No, that one's 48.
I don't like it.
So pretty much your mind is made up. Why are we even testing this?
Ooh.
Oh, that's kind of cool actually.
Or
Maybe mine isn't
or
made
it's,
up.
or it's freaking out. What is it doing?
Bro, I'm gonna have to bleep your curse
Oh,
words.
sorry. Okay, 48 doesn't look that bad, but this is a little cheesy, don't you think?
I like it, man. It looks like a
like it?
spaceship.
All right, let's see what's actually going on here. It's definitely on the left turn signal and not doing anything.
You need to turn the car on.
It is on. See? Oh, there's a wiring issue in here. Maybe it's like a Super Nintendo? Or not. Let me turn the car on. Let's just... Come on now.
Good?
Oh, okay. So it needs full power.
Is that not what I just said? Like 5 seconds ago?
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh! Yeah, it's pretty bright. Which one? Should we install both of them?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to test both of them. We'll
Yeah.
probably leave the first one, but...
Maybe I have enough space for both.
Wait, you want to install and leave both of them?
Yeah, potentially.
Alright, whatever, man.
What if we went full send? This is a little too... I don't know.
What you mean? It's the ultimate LED build series.
Yeah, but I can't do this. Not when it's doing this Knight Rider crap 24/7. What I'm doing right now is installing this particular aluminum back strip. Now these come with these clips where they clamp into the back here. So instead of using the double-sided sticky tape, which I could, the only problem with Tacoma is back here, it's an uneven surface. So the clips are a better install method than the double-sided tape. So a piece of tape will go on for me to mark my top and bottom here, which allows me to get my center hole. And I marked it now on the actual metal. And the kit comes with self-tapping screws. So I'm gonna self-tap through here, get this bracket on, line up, and then I'll probably use the hole here on the end to secure it on the other side. All right? Okay. That's that.
That's it?
Yeah.
You're gonna like tighten it down? Is that it?
No, that's it. Oh, maybe I'll tighten it down a little. You mean like that? Oh, this clip is boo-boo, man. Look how easily the clip just pops out. You see that?
Wait, that's it? This is supposed to like clamp onto it?
Yeah.
And hold it into place?
Yeah.
What?
Should we read the instructions?
No, we never read the instructions.
We installed this with one of the brackets and one of the screws on the outside, but this bracket is not the tightest fist. I just don't like it that much.
Wait, hold on. You said a tightest fist. I don't know what that is.
The screw is great, but the bracket is a little bit loose. It can pop off a little bit too easy for our taste. So we're going to use the double-sided sticky tape and the screw, and hopefully that's a better fit. Ultimately, the placement of this one means that I can't install two at the same time. So we'll go with just this one. I now need to tap into the backup reverse light with this red wire. As a quick note, it does come with this little extender and open leads. So eventually I'll be able to splice these into the wiring harness if I want to keep this on and make it a permanent connection and not consume our tailgate plug. So that's one benefit to having this, higher quality kit. Comes with some better connectors. We need to remove our taillight here and get our power cable over into this area to tap into our backup reverse. Here we go. Thanks. So the way this one works, you've got one side that goes in fully through, and then you have another one that comes in here. This. So let me pull this red cable through. Grab it. I'm going to test out.
That looks good. Dang, that's really blue. That's
Blue?
like 10K. Look at that compared to the actual reverse
Right.
lights.
I wonder if that's because the brake light's also on.
Like you can see a hint of like the red or like the pink.
Oh yeah, the red's still kind of on. Maybe the red's always on.
What if you turn the lights off?
Oh, headlights off maybe?
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it goes off. It's still pretty blue. I feel like it's a little bit less blue though.
Yeah.
Or less pink.
I'm cool. I think it looks pretty good though. It's not as cheesy as I thought it would be. Oh, what the heck? These are so long. I thought they would. Oh, you know what? This is for a 6-foot bed, and this Tacoma is a 5-foot bed. So again, I I didn't measure before I bought these. Okay, well, do they fit under here? Oh yeah, they fit just behind this plate, which is perfect. I'm gonna have to take these plates off just because I need to get access to clean up and stick these things on. But I'm gonna actually have to bend them around this corner and terminate here, kind of like this. It'll look okay.
Yeah, sounds less sure for you.
So, oh no, what's this? Oh, this is a little double-sided sticky tape thing for the on-off switch. That's cool. This is the power wire that goes to the lights. There's a Y splitter, since you are going to get power to 2 separate ones, left side and right side. Something like these. Okay. The switch goes wherever. There's enough length to put the switch anywhere. Power goes back to the engine bay, and ground might as well follow it back to the engine bay, just because my wiring harness that I'm going to use is both a positive and negative shielded cable. Let's take all this stuff off first, get these mounted, and then we'll worry about wiring. We've got the first half of our truck bed lighting set up here on the driver's side. The prep work for us was a little bit more significant just because we had all these accessory bars that had to be removed first. You won't have that problem. These lights tuck right up underneath the rails here. And then if you get the 5-foot version, obviously for a 5-foot bed, you won't have to wrap them around into this corner here, you know, like we did. Anyway, I'll finish up this side and then we'll wire it all up. Yeah? Yeah. 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 We've decided to put the power switch here, somewhere here. And in order to do that, we need to run this cabling in kind of a discrete way all the way back up to the rear of the cab. So I took off the plastic railing here and I'm going to run my wires through truck bed plate thing. And in order to do that, I cut off the fuse for the power wire. It'd just be too much to deal with. That and the power wire is going to go to the distribution block, which is going to have a fuse anyway. So a bit duplicative, so I don't need that. This just needs to fish all the way through to the front because this is a rigid cable with less flex. I'm just going to tape it together and use this as my fishing line and work my way through. Now that I have all my wires through, I am going to probably cut these down, connect to the connector here, and then get a black and a red cable, the automotive grade cable. It's going to go down the middle here where the truck bed meets the cab, under the engine bay, up into our distribution block. Before I clean these wires up, I'm going to just connect them. And then once I connect to the battery, I'm going to test and then we'll clean up these wires in the back. Okay. All right, for truck bed lights, you don't actually need 14 gauge cable, which is what this is, but this is what I have. I think we can get away with an 18 gauge or maybe even 20. We are going to make sure we have enough line to tap into our distribution block here, and then I'm going to feed this cable down along the side of the engine bay and underneath. Found it. There you go. All right, just leave that here for now. So I need a 7.5 amp fuse, and these two are going to go right here. Boom, boom. All right, 7.5. 7.5. There we go. Actually, I need to turn this off now, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's time.
Not yet. Blue. Let me go flip the switch. Let's see what happens. Hey, there you go.
That looks super cool. That one's way more clean than the turn signal.
I like the turn signals more, maybe.
Are we gonna connect one over here too? Oh, it's already connected.
It's already connected.
What?
Yeah, look at that.
I like them.
I am going to clean up the wiring here. Everything's going to get bundled up, and it's going to go pretty much right in here. And I'm going to zip tie it to this system just so I have a good mounting point. And we'll get rid of 80% of this extra wire. How about that? Works. All my wiring harnesses go down this way. Is that it? Okay. I think it comes with a little double-sided sticky pad. Just gotta dry this off, make sure it is clean surface to work with. Whoa, you see how lucky I got? the surface is a little uneven. I think this way's better. So I have this accessory bar here, right? And when this plate comes back over the top, this section here and this bar hides pretty much the majority of my wiring. If you try to do it the same way I just did, all your wires would show here. So you're actually going to want to probably tuck all your wires down under the cab and make all your connections there. I just have the benefit of having this kind of making things a little bit cleaner for me, but not everyone has whatever this thing is. It came from the previous owner, right? So the hard part of the install is done. I'm gonna put all these plates back on, get this tidied up, and then we'll go down under the cab and tighten up our wiring with some zip ties. All right, so we've got our wiring all done. All the lights work. I'm pretty happy about it. We're gonna go take some glamour shots. But first, I want you to go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and comment what you think below, and maybe what other stuff you would like to see on this ultimate Tacoma build. I'm out.